Mist-limned lantern light clings to the shrine's warped beams, painting the carved saints in trembling gold and the wrapped crate on the altar in a conspiratorial half-glow. The wax seal on the package whispers of old promises and fresher hands. Beneath it, a low, irregular hum thrums like a heartbeat that doesn't belong to this place. Beyond the trees, footsteps have fallen silent. Someone watched. And now the shrine waits for you to decide whether to listen or to move.
I lift my gloved hand toward the humming crate and smile. This is my final job, darling, though the box appears to be vibrating with professional jealousy. Then I raise my voice toward the trees. You can come collect your property now. I've already told the buyer your names.
Buyer's names, that is either a very expensive lie or a very cheap one. Step away from the crate, traveler, and nobody needs to bleed over a box.
They said it was empty. They said no one would be here.
Quiet, Scraps. You touch the seal, you lose the hand. You take the crate, you lose the head.
3 figures emerge between the dripping furs. A lean human with a crossbow held low, a twitchy goblin clutching a dagger, and an older goblin whose scarred face makes the lantern seem suddenly inadequate. The older one keeps their attention fixed on the wax seal, while the human watches your hands and the nervous lookout watches every possible escape route. No arrow is drawn, but the arrangement is unmistakably deliberate. The shrine's rear doorway stands open to a narrow deer path, and the bandit has not blocked it. For the moment, the standoff still has room for words, surrender, or a very brisk departure.
I step neatly aside from the crate, keeping my smile fixed. If this belongs to me, you'd be threatening me. If it belongs to you, you'd already be dead. So tell me, little seal keepers, whose mark is that, and what happens when its owner learns you touched it?
The mark belongs to the road's old keeper. Not a lord, not a priest, and not anyone you can threaten with a buyer's name. We touched the crate because its bearer never reached us. When its owner learns of this, they will not ask who lied. They will ask who opened the lid.
The goblin warrior's threat lands with the blunt weight of a stone tablet, while the bandit's posture loosens by a fraction, as though your accusation has made the crate more dangerous than you are. Scraps keeps glancing toward the dark beyond the shrine, and somewhere among the trees, a twig bends under a careful, patient step. The goblin warrior's threat lands with the blunt weight of a stone tablet, while the bandit's posture loosens by a fraction, as though your accusation has made the crate more dangerous than you are. Scraps keeps glancing toward the dark beyond the shrine, and somewhere among the trees, a twig bends under a careful, patient step. The warrior's eyes narrow on your smile. The humming crate answers with one deep pulse, and the wax seal briefly glistens as though something beneath it has warmed. No one reaches for the package.
My smile thins as I glance at the black glove, then extend it toward the seal without quite touching. Old keeper, is it? Let's see whether it recognizes older paperwork. I let a thread of my pack's power hum through the glove, testing the wax for a response.
The thread of pack magic slips from your glove and brushes the seal without contact. The wax tightens like a clenched eye, the crate's hum climbs into a nearly musical note, and a hairline sigil appears beneath the stamped mark, written in ink that seems to be moving. This is no casual examination. The old keeper's mark is answering your magic, and understanding the answer will require an intelligence, arcana, check. The sigil remains suspended beneath the wax, its shifting strokes awaiting the verdict of your magic. Around you, the goblins hold unnaturally still, while the bandit's crossbow rises just enough to say that patience has a limit. The moving ink resolves beneath your magic into a single dreadful phrase. Delivery accepted, bearer unchanged. The seal is not recognizing ownership, but the contract of the courier, and your pact has confirmed that the crate still considers you its appointed carrier. The hum settles into a satisfied purr. The goblin warrior's face drains of color, while Scraps takes one stumbling step away from the altar. From the forest comes a soft, distant click, like a crossbow being loaded by someone who has just learned the delivery is still in progress.
I let the phrase hang in the air, then cast minor illusion to make it appear in towering gold letters above the altar. Delivery accepted, interference recorded. Wonderful, I'm still the courier, which means killing me would be theft. Now kindly lower the crossbow before the old keeper invices us all.
You were not hired to carry it through.
I told you the seal was awake.
The towering gold letters blaze above the altar, reflected in the wet eyes of every goblin present. The bandit's crossbow dips toward the mud, and Scraps retreats behind a leaning stone, while the warrior remains rigid beside the crate, one hand hovering near their scimitar, but not drawing it. The crate gives a small, satisfied click. Then the new word interference darkens at its edges, and a second line etches itself beneath the illusion in cold blue fire. One witness required. From the trees, the unseen observer stops moving.
I glance toward the silent trees, then back to the goblins with a bright, brittle laugh. One witness? Splendid, let's make this official. I step toward the deer path, keeping my gloved hand near the seal without touching it. Show yourself, old keeper, or I deliver the crate to the first person brave enough to claim it.
Careful, courier. The old keeper has no lungs for shouting, so it sends witnesses instead. I am here to record whether you deliver the package, abandon it, or make a spectacle of yourself.
A figure steps from the fir shadow onto the deer path, wrapped in a travel-stained coat and wearing one black glove. They do not approach the crate. Instead, they raise a small slate of dark wood, its surface already marked with 3 neat columns. Delivered, abandoned, spectacle. Behind you, the goblin warrior mutters a curse and finally lowers their hand from the scimitar. The crate's hum deepens as the witness takes position, and the blue fire beneath the seal forms a final instruction. State your TRMS, bearer.
I straighten my cuffs and give the witness a gracious little bow. My terms. The true recipient names themselves, the road remains unharmed, and no hand touches this crate, or me, until delivery is witnessed and acknowledged. Otherwise, record abandoned. I have no interest in making a spectacle of bad contract law.
Terms entered. Road unharmed is beyond my authority, but I can witness the promise. As for the recipient, you have mistaken the first clause. The true recipient cannot name themselves until the courier reaches the city gate.
The witness's slate accepts your terms with a sharp scrape, and the column marked spectacle fades from view. The crate's seal flares once, binding the promise to the air itself, while the road beyond the shrine briefly clears of its clinging mist. The goblin warrior looks from you to the cityward path, visibly calculating whether an ambush can survive the contract's wording. Scraps stares at the witness's slate, then at the black glove, and edges farther from everyone involved. The witness turns toward the road, ready to record the next breach.
Then we have a destination and a witness, how reassuringly legal. I seize the crate's handle with my bare right hand and nod toward the road. Goblins, you may escort us or explain to the city gate why you abandoned a contracted courier.